Hey everyone, Ashley here. Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies, and welcome to my review of Shazam, Fury of the Gods. A sequel to 2019's Shazam, Fury of the Gods continues the story of Billy Batson, a kid who has an adult superhero alter ego. This time around, Billy and his superpowered siblings are put to the test when vengeful ancient gods, known as the Daughters of Atlas, arrive on Earth. Before I get into the review, if you'd like to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos I'm posting. Time for the review. Shazam! Fury of the Gods is less focused and less charming than the first Shazam movie, but it still has enough heart and humor to make it entertaining. So I really liked the first Shazam movie when it came out. I thought it was a breath of fresh air. It was lighthearted, it was funny, had a lot of heart, had a lot of humor, and I really liked the cast, and I really liked the characters. I found them very interesting. Unfortunately, Fury of the Gods isn't able to really recapture the magic from the first film. Now, it does have a lot of the same elements, but in many ways, it really seemed like everyone was more interested in making a movie that was bigger and louder and not necessarily better. An example of this is Zachary Levi's performance. Now, I like Zachary Levi as Shazam. I liked him in the first movie, and I thought he did a really good job of balancing a performance that had him play an adult, but as a kid. Unfortunately, it seemed like Zachary Levi was told to crank it up a notch. So really, it feels like he's doing a caricature of the character he played in the first movie. Everything is so over the top. Bigger and louder also applies to the action sequences and the use of CGI in this movie. Now, I get it. It's a superhero movie, and you come to expect a certain amount of action sequences and CGI. So I'm not complaining about the movie having action sequences or CGI. What I am complaining about is an overabundance of those things, especially when the focus of the movie tends to be on those things and less on the character development and the storytelling. So I mentioned earlier about liking the characters in the first movie, and many of those same characters are in this sequel. And thankfully, a lot of them are getting to do different things than they were given to do in the first movie. And the second movie also introduces some new characters like Daughters of Atlas, played by Helen, Mirren, and Lucy Liu. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the movie really knows what to do with them. And, you have Helen Mirren, who seems to be having a blast chewing the scenery as this character. And she's great. Same can be said about Lucy Liu, who also does a great job with her character. Although I will say they give her the most cliched dialogue. It's almost like they watched a bunch of superhero movies and then pulled all the different phrases that villains tend to say in those movies and then just gave them to her. She delivers them and she does them well, but yeah, it just felt like they could have given her much better dialogue. There's another thing in this movie that kind of bothered me. It's minor, but it bothered me, so I'm going to mention it. There is a moment in this film where there is a very obvious product placement. And, over the years, I've come to accept that there's product placement in movies. That's not anything new, right? Sometimes it's very subtle, and so you don't really notice it, or they find a creative way to kind of make it not noticeable. Here is not really the case. In fact, there are a few times in the movie where this particular product is mentioned by name and is shown. And I thought that was the product placement. And honestly, those moments didn't really bother me. It was kind of like, yeah, okay, that would make sense that maybe that product is there. Kids tend to like this product, so sure, you have it mentioned. But then there's a moment much later in the film where it felt like an ad, a complete ad for this product. And really, it seemed like something you would see on TV as one of those ads that has the movie tie-in, right? Like it starts out as the ad for the product, and then also, by the way, this movie is coming out, so go see it in theaters. Like that's what it felt like. And it was so in your face. I really, really disliked that a lot. Now to what worked really well in the movie. This movie has a lot of heart and humor, although I will say I don't think it has the same level of humor as the first movie. A lot of the jokes worked really well and landed, and some of them were kind of hit or miss, but there were some really funny moments in this movie, moments where I did laugh out loud. And of course, a lot of heart. This is a movie that at the center of it is about family and about finding your place and finding your family. And that family dynamic is very much at the center of the story as well. And Billy's siblings get to do a lot more in this movie than they did in the previous movie. And I really thought that family dynamic was so well done. Overall, Shazam! Fury of the Gods is an entertaining film. Yeah, it has some problems with the storytelling, and yeah, it has some problems with the characters, and it's less focused than its predecessor, but it still has a lot of heart and humor, and it doesn't take itself too seriously. So those are my thoughts on Shazam! Fury of the Gods. If you've seen the movie and you want to share your thoughts, you can do so in the comment section below. While you're here, like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this.